Holy shit! I didn't expect this at all, man. But apparently, the company we grew up with is going to fuck over people out there. That's right. I'm talking about Nintendo here, and why I decided to talk about this though? Because apparently I'm a guy who supports Nintendo all the time, but this one is completely I cannot agree with at all. Nintendo is going to profit actual money and revenue from actual YouTubers because they want to get that money. So, in other words, if you're some hardcore Nintendo fan or who only does Nintendo products only or games or any of that stuff there, you will be losing more quiet money for all those things in there, including Let's Plays, because they want that extra money. In other words, I think you might get around at least 33% or less of your actual profit of your Nintendo content. This really does piss me off right here. And yes, before we get to the but these people are stealing content for Nintendo, so they deserved it a lot. Are you fucking kidding me? There's actual people who really dedicated themselves to Nintendo products. They do the bad, the good, and the ugly, okay? Or the good and bad and ugly, whatever you want to go with. They do that to show what can they do. That's like saying that I'm going to talk shit with Capcom, which I did, but Capcom didn't want my money or what I made though, even though I'm making like paintings, like seriously paintings. I'm gonna compare these two, okay? Capcom is a thing I grew up with and I have a hate and love relationship. Nintendo, I have a small hate and yet more love relationship with you guys. But this thing is kind of fucked up here. I understand you're going with financial problems. I do understand that. Capcom went the same thing too. They had $152 million when I made The Fall of Capcom and The Rise of Mighty Number 9. They were going to go red. They were going to be extinct. You, Nintendo, you lost a pretty good amount of money. You were expecting the Wii U to save you. But the thing is though, and this is true, you did poorly and really poorly of advertising your consoles, games, and actual stuff related to it. It is very poorly. And these YouTubers who does reviews, Let's Plays, or anything else, or even stream this on Twitch, it is a huge advertisement. And to be honest though, there were some games I didn't even know there was on Nintendo, and I decided to go pick it up or buy a digital. There is something like that. To be honest though, I never knew what the hell was Pokemon Conquest until I realized it was Obunaga's Admonition, with Samurai Warriors Obunaga, and Pokemon, which it was a actual tactic RPG. I love tactic RPGs. I like Samurai Warriors, the actual video game series. I love Pokemon. I picked that up. That was something I didn't expect at all. It was a weird crossover, but I went for it and I bought it, and it's a good, fantastic game. Which I can't show right now because I don't have a 3DS capture card. I never knew about that. Now I'm hearing these good, actual positive reviews of, people who did really good reviews and not paid reviews, unlike some other gaming companies out there. YouTubers who does this stuff. I want to go play those games. I want the Wii U so bad. I want Mario Kart 8. I want I'm waiting for, and I still want the Pokemon remake of the 3rd gen or 3.5. What do you want to go with? Smash Brothers. Dude, I want to go Smash Brothers as well. But here's the thing though. Just because I want that though, doesn't mean there's people who has mixed reaction with that, or former fans who want to go back to that situation. It took me a very long time to go back with Pokemon, but yeah, I still love Pokemon on this very day. Yeah, it took me a while because I never owned a Game Boy Advance or DS or 3DS until very now. And the only thing I could play Pokemon was only 3rd gen on the emulator and ROM. I took me a long time, but I'm glad I own Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Most of the Gen 4 Black and White. I'm gonna get Black and White 2 and X and Y. I loved it. My girlfriend loved it. We loved it. We are excited for these games that are coming out there though. But what is ridiculous though, that these people do these things for free advertising. They're not expecting a huge ass check from you, Nintendo. And there's some actual people you were forced to pay to actually get that advertisement. You actually hire celebrities to do that shit. These people just do them for free. And they do actual better advertising than you will do, Nintendo. It's kind of harsh, but it's true. And the thing is though, and the thing is really fucked up though, there's some actual YouTubers that I subscribe who are very hardcore Nintendo fans who've been supporting you ever since the day. I subscribe, I think, at least 5 Pokemon channels that are so in love with Pokemon. Not, like Pokephilia shit though, but they're so into Pokemon that they may get affected as well. I'll mention only like a few of these guys. There may be more. I seriously, there is a lot of people I like to subscribe to. Brandon to the past, he has a actual good passion with Pokemon. The Jay Witz, he was my first my subscription I like a lot during his Pokemon, and this is when I was in high school. And now he has 1 million subscribers. Congratulations. And he's doing what he likes to do. He talks about Pokemon. Tamahashi, she's a female Pokemon fan, but she does a lot of good stuff around there and mention all this IVs, EVs, and all that stuff. Same thing like the J Wits, they have the same theme but different, views of it. And there's plenty more out there, seriously. Yes, I do know they're stealing from Nintendo, but that's like saying other game companies out there he's getting robbed, but apparently they're not getting robbed because they're getting advertisement. There is actual quite hidden gems that nobody even knows, and the person who's playing may know, and they're showing the game why this game is good, why this game is bad, why this game is just average. And there is people who wants to own these games. They want people to own an actual good game that it was so underrated, and they want to put it in their game shelves. There's people who likes to play bad games. They want to experience what's so bad of the bad game. They want to add them in their collection. And there's just a gamer who just wants to own a game. There was quite a few rare gems from Nintendo I didn't even know at all. Seriously. I remember I played Wario Land. I don't know what the hell was Wario Land before I was like 9. I liked it. It was confusing though, but it was really good. I liked it. And next I was happy with Wario Land in there. And this, I hate this, but yet I still fall for it. Reselling. You can resell all your games out there. Capcom sells their resells as well. But the thing is though, sometimes they do a bit better than each other. A lot of people were excited for Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, which was $15. Nintendo, you have a lot of retro games that I'm so happy I want to own again. But yeah, I do know that I could just play this on the computer. And same thing with Capcom fighting games out there though, or actual games in general. They do get to the point that they were mispurchased or not really worth it at all. So that's why people always use YouTube to see if these games are going to be good. Because we all know these other games out there that Nintendo provided. To be honest though, I still want the Wii U. I want to play Golden Sun again. I like Golden Sun. It was a friend of mine who told me how much he liked this a lot. I played it. Holy shit, I didn't expect this game to be that good. And I thank my friend for that though. And if he actually did his own YouTube thing, I guess he will share very rare gems out there, how much people will like. And whatever. That's like saying, with Xbox, there's actual rare gems from Xbox they actually have. Like PlayStation, there's some rare gems as well, including the Vita. And some people will do it and show how good the game is, how bad the game is, and all this stuff. And it will be purchased, physical or digital, and they still get profit. And these guys or dominating you, Nintendo. They don't give a fucking flying shit. Yes, I do know the whole bullshittery of Machinima and Microsoft were forced to make people to play Xbox One games and give a positive attitude because it was some bullshit contract. I did find that bullshit. But Nintendo, what you're doing is you're not going with one company. You're going with anybody who is partnered with, no, it doesn't matter who is partnered with, you just want that money and suck it out from their freaking pockets, and that's it. It's hard to see what you're doing here. You're following the wrong path. You are following what I hate the most. And I love Capcom because the games they provided to us, but I hate the way they are changing. They've been corrupted by greed. Now you're going to that situation. I love your games. I love the systems. I fucking enjoy the GameCube. It was the best Christmas gift I ever received from my parents. I hugged them so very tight for giving me that. Seriously, I was happy for the GameCube, including Mario Party 4, which I still have. Best system I ever owned on Nintendo, which now my favorite handheld is the 3DS because I like it. I thought it was stupid, but I bought it, full price on Christmas sale. I bought with Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance with it, and I like the 3DS. It was my favorite handheld system ever. But now I just can't show these rare gems I actually own. I actually have some actual games I want to show on the DS or 3DS or any games that was digitally bought, because you just want the effort of the money I'm going to just show. There's people out there who show rare gems and they do that though. There's people who does these though to gain fans out there. And like I said, there is some people who have mixed reactions. There's people who's having mixed reaction with Mario Kart 8, Super Smash Brothers. 2 actual games out there though. There's people saying that what's the point getting the Wii U because they want actually play Bayonetta 2, which my girlfriend wants to play Bayonetta 2 as well because she likes Bayonetta, and I like it too. Really good game, and I'm actually waiting for Bayonetta 2. It is kind of hard, Nintendo. You have a lot of people out there who's gonna come you down. But there is the reason why this is really bullshit. You think it's a good idea, but it's not. And here's the thing though, I did advertisement and reports and discussions of actual games out there. There was an actual a video game I want to talk about was called Pixar Noir, thanks to Alpha Mega Sendo, because my girlfriend, once again, she likes, detective games, she likes RPG games, and she likes games that use her brain. And I want to talk about it too. It looks very interesting. I like RPGs. I'm not into the detective, but I like to use my brain as well. So this game is a maybe for me, but I still want to play it. And that's just a Kickstarter game. And that's like, Mighty Number 9. Keiji Inafune mentioned that he was going to release a spiritual successor for Mega Man. The fans were so happy about it, and within 24 hours, the game reached its goal. On this very day, it made $4.96 million. No, $4.06 million. $4.06 million for Mighty Number 9, because that's what the fans want. And Keiji Inafune did this because he wanted to please his fans. He wasn't in for the money. He just wants his fans to be happy. And what are you doing with Nintendo? You've been here for a very long time on the gaming industries, a very long time, and now you're going to corruption with greed, just like Capcom. Like I said, I have a hate and love with these guys, but I have a small hate but a big love to you guys because I grew up with you. I grew up all the games out there. If I show like a retro my Super Nintendo collection out there, are you gonna gain profit out there? I'm just showing the collection I have. Some of the games I enjoy as a kid, games I enjoy with my brother and my sister, my dad, and my mom. And this is true. I like sharing this with my family. If I show it, then are you gonna just take profit away from me because I'm just showing what do I love these games? You know, this is something I want to show later on in a Let's Play, or I want to buy this on a digital copy on the Wii U or the 3DS. Nintendo, I may be a little guy out there, but apparently this little guy is joining with a team who agrees this is not the right thing to do. There's fans out there who feels they're being slapped to the face and getting the fuck you in their face as well. You could be a typical fanboy saying these YouTubers deserve this shit, but what they're doing as well is they're showing these games so Nintendo could get profit as well. This is called free advertisement. And even with Microsoft went through some problems, dude, that shit is being sold for $300 without the Kinect. $300 without the Kinect. And there's people who bash the living shit of Xbox One. And you don't see Microsoft grabbing all that money or stealing all that money from these guys who make hate videos, let's plays, reviews, anything else involved with Microsoft products. You don't see that. You don't see Sony with PlayStation 4, PS3, PS Vita. PS Vita is kind of underrated handheld game, but my friend actually likes it a lot though. PS3, come on dude, that game, that is still living. It's still getting games, unlike the Wii. The Wii is just abandoned, and yet that thing has way a big library of games out there. PS4, Xbox One, Wii U, they're barely getting games out there though. But the Wii U has been out there for a very long time, and you know, some people, and I do hate to admit this though, and you know, people do agree to this, some people really just bought the Wii U for Bayonetta or Super Smash Brothers or Mario Kart. It's harsh. It's very harsh out there. I want to own the Wii U because I like Nintendo products, but now I feel like I just don't want to own the Wii U anymore. Or, you know, I could buy the Wii U, but I'm not going to show the games I like or the hidden gems out there. Because you just want revenue money from me. Or you want revenue money from other people out there. These are fans who've been supporting you for a very long time, Nintendo. And this is the thanks they get. Yeah, sure, they're stealing money from you guys, but they're giving you and promoting your stuff on YouTube, on the internet. That's what it is right there. You think you're losing profit, but you realize though you're gaining profit and respect by people who actually been positive to your actual productions, your stuff, your merchandise, video games, cartoon series, all that stuff around there. I find this bullshit, Nintendo. I don't want you to go the same path as Capcom was going through. I don't want you to go that at all. You're one of my favorite gaming companies out there, and I did get scared that you were going to fade away. You were going to fade away from us. I was scared. I was scared that I was going to lose the biggest piece of my memory of my childhood that I built with friends, families. I was scared. Most people were scared about that. But now you're going to be corrupted by greed. And this is not really good, Nintendo. This is really not good. If anything comes up for Nintendo, and I hope they actually do this though, because they do actual quick replies or responses to this situation though. Maybe it takes a little longer, but I do know it does take a very long time. This situation this big out there. So if that comes up, I'll make a part 2 of this with my girlfriend. So she wants to talk about this too, because I talked to her right now. She's upset about this, and she doesn't want this to happen at all. Especially, you know, the YouTubers we subscribe to, and you know, many more out there. This is actually the end of the video game couple. This is my discussion, my thoughts, a rant, or you want to go with whatever you want to go with about Nintendo's YouTube shares. I guess I'll say this though, even though I'm not proud to say it though. Have a wonderful day, guys, and take care. And please, Nintendo, do not fall to the corruption of greed.